I want you to think back to your childhood. Now, how many of you kept fish as pets when you were growing up? Was it just a single lonely fish in a bowl? Have you ever dreamed of having a planted aquarium with a vast community of fish? Well, I'm here to tell you how to do it. I currently maintain 2 planted aquariums myself, with several distinct communities of fish, from colorful betta fish to peaceful sharks. That's right, peaceful sharks. They all live in aquariums with different varieties of plants that help provide them with their perfect ecosystem. So let me show you one of my aquariums. In this aquarium, I keep my betta fish Prince along with 2 albino cory catfish and 5 tetras. I believe that keeping an aquarium is a very peaceful and relaxing hobby. And also, knowing how to maintain and set up a planted aquarium can be a very useful skill. So, as an avid enthusiast of aquariums and fish, I'm here to tell you how to set up your own aquarium. So the first thing we're going to need when setting up your own aquarium is to figure out the right size tank for your aquarium. So, there are 2 major factors when figuring out the right size tank for your aquarium. That is, the type of fish that you need and the number of fish that you need. So, once we've figured out the number of fish and the type of fish that you need and are going to get, we can determine the size of the tank. For example, my tank with the betta fish, it has 8 fish in total and it is a 10-gallon tank. This gives all the fish enough space to roam about and not fight over territory or food. So, now that we have figured out the right size tank for you, we're gonna get the other essentials that you need to set up your tank. According to an article published in Aquarion.com about how to set up a tank, here are the 4 essentials that you need when setting up a tank. You need substrate, you need a heater, you need water conditioner, and you need a filter. So, you need the heater to make sure that the temperature of the water is at an optimal temperature so that the fish can survive comfortably and the plants can grow. You need a water conditioner to make sure that the water that you're putting in from the tap is survivable for the fish. So, substrate is very important when we are setting up a planted aquarium. According to an article in modusaquarium.com, the best type of substrate for a planted aquarium is either very coarse substrate or fine gravel substrate. So now that we've figured out substrate and the other details of your tank and we have it all set up, we move on to the plants. When figuring out what type of plants that you need, I suggest that we go with the easiest. So, according to an article published in liveaquaria.com regarding the best type of plants for a beginner, they recommend Amazon sword, Java moss, Java fern, and baby dwarf pears. So these plants give you a wide variety of options regarding creativity and how you can present them. They are also, in my opinion and in my experience, very easy to keep and maintain. So once you've gotten your plants from Amazon or your local aquarium or pet store, we need to set them up. So before we set them up, we need to make sure that they are clean. So we thoroughly rinse them and make sure that they're rid of all chemicals or pests, such as pond snails. So once we get rid of all the chemicals and pond snails, we set them up in the aquarium one by one. When planting the plants in the aquarium, we have to make sure that the roots don't get damaged. So make sure not to plant the plants too deep into the substrate. So once you've gone through planting, then we would get some of the fertilizer like this and put them into the tank. Make sure not to overdose it, as overdosing can hurt the fish. So once we've done this process, we let the tank cycle for a week. After that, we can go ahead and buy the fish from either your local aquarium or pet store. Once we've gotten the fish, we have to make sure that they are given sufficient time to get acclimated to your tank. So once you bring them home, place them in your aquarium without opening the bag for about 15 to 20 minutes. Then open the bag after that period of time and introduce some water from your aquarium into the bag. Again, just to get the fish acclimated in the water. And after that, slowly introduce them into the water and into the aquarium. And then you are done with your aquarium. Now you just have to sit back, relax, and enjoy your fish getting comfortable in your new home. You have just the right combination of materials and fish, and you can set up your own planted aquarium. I hope you found this useful, and I hope you guys go out there and try to set up your own planted aquarium.